Hi, everyone. Good day. Thanks for tuning in. We now have 38 more days to go before our second season of the Festival of Storytellers. That would be this coming November 8th up until November 21, a 14-day fun-filled event that will show you exactly how everyone has a story to tell. We are live via our Reader's Magnet Facebook page and YouTube channel. On set today, we have an inspiring author and is also one of our featured authors this coming Festival of Storytellers. Let us all welcome Lynda Daniele. How are you, Linda?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm excited
Great.
to be here today.
Same here. I'm very much excited. And before anything else, let me congratulate you for having your second book published just this month.
Yes, yes,
Grandpa Nick the Conductor,
the
right?
conductor. Yes, all I have is a postcard here for you.
That should be
Um,
enough. I believe we are now sending your book copies, correct?
yes, yes, absolutely. So I think it's on Amazon and Barnes and Noble and Reader's Magnet, of course, too.
Exactly. And I believe this isn't going to be your last because we are now on our way on working and getting your third book done.
Yes, well, we are working on it. It'll end up being The Adventures of Grandpa Nick and the Model A. It's a 1931 Model A car, and it's taken from the point of view of the car. So the car does all
Interesting.
the talking. Yes, yes. And then the
Interesting.
other book that I have that is really a little bit more finished is Grandpa Nick's Gift, which is about getting my dog as well. So there's two more kind of books that are on the way. They have a little bit
Hmm.
more work to do. I have a little bit more work to do on them.
And we'll get that done sooner. Okay. Now to start off with, yes, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Well, I'm a teacher. I've been a teacher for many many years, and like I don't know, 45 or something. And I've
Hmm.
taught a lot of different things, mostly with young children. I did kindergarten and first grade. I've done nursery school in the past, and right now I'm a faith formation director at my local parish, at my church. And we have a really good program, and I have volunteer teachers that work underneath me. But I've had all sorts of jobs. I taught adult literacy
Hmm.
for 9 years at a homeless shelter, and that was really thrilling. I really enjoyed that because you want to give people a little bit of a step up, a little hand instead of a hand out, a hand up, because reading is like so crucial to be able to function in the society. And if you can't function, then you're kind of in a little spinning wheel there. You can't get out of it. So teaching literacy and teaching adults how to read was something that I really loved doing.
What a great, vocation you have there. Same
Mhm.
here. I've always wanted to be an educator. Well,
Mhm.
your first attempt in publishing created a refreshing material, not just for kids, but also for parents and grandparents out
Mhm.
there. I'm referring to Grandpa Nick's bump.
Yes, yes. Grandpa
Can
Nick's
you
book.
can you share to us the
Uh-huh.
inspiration behind the book?
Well, it's about my husband, and it's Grandpa Nick's bump. He had a tumor that kind of grew. It was very, very big, but we never called it a tumor. We called it just a bump. And it ended up being meningioma, which is not a good thing to have. And he had a lot of brain surgery and things like that. And
Mhm.
what happened was, before all that happened, there was we have four little children across the street who are now in high school, but at that time they were living across the street and little, and they came across the street and they asked my husband to be their grandfather because he used to babysit for them.
Okay.
And yeah, we're like second grandparents to them. And so he said, of course, I'll be a grandfather. And he would play together and all sorts of fun things. And then we got this awful diagnosis. And then we had to we went to Boston, to Dana Farber, and to Mass General. Um, and they were, and Brigham and Women's as well. and they helped us out, but we were gone for like 2 months or so. And unfortunately, he passed away not shortly after his surgery. So this story is very happy. Like in the beginning, I can show you just a couple of little pictures here where
Yes, please.
he put the, I never get this right. He put the kids in the trash can, and would, he did kind of silly things with them. It was a clean trash can.
Just to be clear.
Yes,
All
it was
right.
a
Yes,
clean
they were
trash
just
can.
having fun.
Yep. And then,
Okay.
like, let me see here. So there's a lot of different things that happen with the children. He would help to fix their bicycles and things.
Mm-hmm.
But then after a while, when we got this diagnosis, he would be like saying a little prayer. And we took the bus to Boston to get the bump removed. That's one of the lines.
Okay.
And then, unfortunately, he does pass away. All right. And they're very, very upset. The other thing that I did was I put the Holy Spirit dove. Whoops. Holy Spirit
Yes, I
dove.
was about to ask that because I had a quick chat with Bob yesterday, your consultant,
Mhm.
right? And then he shared to me that every every page of the book there's a hidden a spirit or dove,
A dove.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Can you tell us more about it?
Because the Holy Spirit is always with us, no
Mm-hmm.
matter where we are, no matter if we're having a good day or a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
And if we ask the Holy Spirit to help us, He will. And it's just
Great.
amazing. It's amazing. So, and then you have what heaven might look like. Okay,
Interesting.
in His castle, and then my favorite page of the whole thing is the last page, because you have Jesus, Nick, and God the Father, and God the Father is holding
Wow.
the dove, and you have the little boy, one of our surrogate grandchildren, coming out of the trash can.
There you go. The trash can is still there.
It's
All
still
right.
there, and actually, the story takes place kind of in the trash can, kind of thing too. So
Okay.
yeah. So anyway, but that's one of the pages for that one, and um, you know, I think if there's one sad page there, the one that I showed you, but the rest of the story is really happy. It's a happy story and a happy ending. Happy story,
That
happy ending.
exactly. That makes the book stand out from the books out there in the market because usually books that we have are, what experiences of a kid having losing a pet, right? But this is totally different. This is not your typical children's book because it teaches kids on how to deal with a loss of a loved one, right? Of
Yes,
a grandfather,
exactly.
right?
Exactly. When
Now,
I did my research for this actually was one of the things I wanted to write it for, because
mhm,
there isn't much out there with actual people.
true, true.
Only pretty much animals. And when I took it to my local library, they actually put it in bibliotherapy. They didn't put
Bibli-
it in the children's section. They put it in bibliotherapy for parents to read to their children.
Exactly. This isn't just a book for kids, but for
Right,
parents,
right,
right?
exactly.
Now, I have a more personal question. Um, I know you'd agree with me that losing someone dear to you is really emotionally draining, right?
Mhm.
But putting down those huge emotions that we're feeling into writing, I believe, can be cathartic.
Yes,
Am I right? Was it
you're
therapeutic
absolutely
for
right.
you?
Yes. What I did was I joined our local YMCA
Hmm.
here in the next town over, and they had a writing course, and they kind of said write what you know, which is
Hmm.
kind of a good writing tool to do. So it's write what you know, and this was something that I had just experienced, so I did understand it, and I wanted children to be able to understand a little bit more, and the fact that the children lived across the street from me as well. So that was really important too.
Now, speaking of those kids, I've learned from an interview you had with Kate that you've got the kids involved in this project. Can you
Yeah.
tell us more about this?
Yes, well, they really are involved, and even in the conductor book, they're in the conductor book as well. I can never get this right on the screen. There, that way.
There, there, that's clear. Yes. Okay.
So they are involved, and they've helped me when I've gone to little book fairs around locally.
Hmm.
Um, I haven't been able to do big book fairs because of COVID, but when I've done local book fairs, they've come with me and they've said, "We're the kids in the book," and I always have somebody say, "Who are they? Who are the
There.
kids?" So there they are laughing.
These are the kids.
Yep,
Yes.
yep, making a mess like kids
Hmm.
do. So yes, they have been very involved in doing this.
And I believe the illustrations were based on the illustrations that they made themselves.
They did. They absolutely did.
Yeah. Mhm.
I took the.
Do
I
you
took.
mind? Do
Go
you
ahead.
mind sharing both covers
Yeah. Oh,
of the
sure.
book? Yeah. Can you share it to our viewers?
The back.
The front cover.
Oh, the front cover here,
Yes. And the other one.
and all I have, it's so new. I don't have the book itself, but I do have this one here. Let me see.
Okay.
If I can get that on there, right? Whoops.
Okay.
Let it be my right hand this way.
All right. You know what's so nice about these two front covers? We are trying to be consistent.
Yes, yes,
Yes, and I like that you did it that way. Are you planning on doing the same thing on your third book?
yes. I am. I am.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
For those who are watching us live, you can grab a copy of Lynda Daniele's book, Grandpa Nick's Bump and Grandpa Nick the Conductor on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Reader's Magnets online bookstore, or you can also visit www.ldanielebooks.com. All right. Now, Linda, let's talk about your second book, Grandpa Nick the Conductor. How was this second book unique from the first one?
Okay, well, Grandpa Nick, my husband, Nick Daniele, he was a trolley operator at a local trolley museum here in my area, and so he would take kids like he would help Santa Claus with the trolley, and they would be out on the trolley, giving out gifts and things like that at this museum, and he did all sorts of things. My son is also a trolley operator. So the two of them would work together, and we were part of like this club, and so the story itself is pretty much made up, but it's very
Which is
loose.
different from the first one, right?
Yeah, the first one is true. The second
Yes.
one is loosely based on truth. So they're in this with the conductor. They're in this old trolley barn, and
Hmm.
the trolley barn is really old and dungy and greasy and dirty, and they go in and they hear something in the trolley barn, and they don't know what it is, and I can't tell you what it is though, because that's
You
part of
should not tell it. Exactly.
I don't
That's part
I
of
don't want
the,
to tell what's in there, but something was in the trolley barn, okay? And they find this something, and the whole story goes from there, and they end up taking a little trip, and a lot of different things happen in the story, but it's all about trolleys. So if anybody likes trolleys, likes old cars, old mechanics, that kind of thing, I think that they would really enjoy this. And
this
I
is the
was
right book
so
for you.
happy. Yeah, I was so happy about the. I thought the artist did a beautiful job. I only have a black and white copy, just a
Go
ditto
ahead
here,
and share it.
and it's because I don't have the book yet. It just got published like last
Yes.
week. So
Yeah, just a few weeks ago.
yep, I can show you one.
Hmm.
It is like last week. Um, I don't even know if you can see it because it's so dark. But here's Grandpa Nick with some little furry friends.
There.
See, he's in his and the dove is on his head. So I kept the dove theme as well. So you have to find the
Oh,
Holy
yes.
Spirit. You have to find the Holy Spirit on every page. The Holy Spirit dove is there. And that both in both books, I wanted to make sure people know that even if you're having a hard day, the Holy Spirit is always with you. You're never really alone.
What
Never
a
really.
wonderful message.
Mm-hmm.
What a wonderful message. Now, what lessons do you want to impart not just to kids though, but also to parents, grandparents out there who would like to grab a copy of your book?
I think the important lesson out of both of them is that children are not little adults. They're not
Hmm.
little adults. They're children and they don't think the same as we do. And some of the things that we have to do as adults is try to remember what we thought when we were little. And that's what I try to write like. I try to write
Hmm.
for I like it to be like both for young children and for adults. So when the
Hmm.
adults are reading it, they can kind of remember what it felt like. And something like with Grandpa Nick's bump, if a child is experiencing death, they need to know that it's just walking through a curtain.
Yes.
It's part of our life here. We're just going into another one. We're just going into the next level. That's all we're doing. Um, and to me, as an adult, it's kind of like we have labor to get on this level, planet Earth.
Hmm.
So when somebody passes away, it's like labor to go into the next world.
What a great message.
You
Thank you
know,
so much, Linda.
yep,
Thank
yep.
you so much for sharing your story. It has been a pleasure having
It's
you on set.
yes, this is just wonder. I'm so excited. I really am.
Same here, and our team are very excited to have you this coming Festival of Storytellers this
Mhm.
November as one of
Yes,
our featured author.
yes.
Yes, everyone, again, let's give it up for Lynda Daniele, author of the books Grandpa Nick's Bump and Grandpa Nick the Conductor, now available on Amazon.com, Barnes& and Noble, Reader's Magnet's online bookstore, and you can also visit www.ldanielebooks.com. Thank you so much, Linda, for your
Thank
time.
you. It's so nice to meet you.
With Reader's Magnet, we share your stories with the world. Good day, everyone.
Thank you.